The 1-year anniversary on covering sports on the JV Sports Show. Way to go, guys.
It gets a little crazy in the sports news sometimes. Listen weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m. with The Rooster right here on KDUS AM 1060.
Let's get funky on a Saturday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, the JV Sports Show begins now. Here are your co-hosts, James Poovey and Vince D'Alessio.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show, and well, here we go. Okay, so I gotta say, this is an everyday occurrence for me. This is stuff I wear around the house when I go out, everything. So this isn't coincidental, believe me.
It's not.
But we are joined by some special guests this morning. All of our guests are special, but we're joined by some special guests here. Janie Van Halen and Louie Martinez, and they're here to talk about a bunch of things with us. Yes, and okay, Janie. Yes, that Van Halen. But Janie is going to talk about a few things with us, along with her partner, Louie. We're going to talk about, well, first of all, live from LA. Thank you guys for joining us. Good morning. Thank you again for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Okay. Yes.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on, and we're so excited to learn about ballroom dancing.
Yes.
You do some pro wrestling ventures as well, and then how that all ties together. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your background, how you met, and how you became to start dancing together?
Okay, so I was dancing with a different partner at the time, and I did a fundraiser, and that particular dance partner, I asked him if he would bring in like a dance number for the fundraiser, and Louie was there. He performed, and
awesome.
I was really impressed with the way he danced, and I was looking for a secondary partner.
Wow.
And I had to ask for a while before I was allowed to dance with him.
Yeah.
And then finally it happened, and we've been dancing ever since.
It's kind of how James and I got started, but anyway, this is a first for us because we've never had any ballroom dancers on our show. We've been doing this for a little while.
We cover a lot of different.
We cover a lot of things.
We covered horse events before, equestrian events, and all kind of stuff. So this is great.
This is amazing, and pro wrestling. Now, what type of workout is involved? How many calories do you burn per hour dancing?
It depends on the style of dance.
You guys look awful thin. I mean, that's the thing. You guys look pretty thin. So you guys, either you don't eat or you just.
Talk about that.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it, but I mean, what is it, like 1,000 calories for 10 minutes of dancing? What's involved? It's a workout.
Not, I wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but it's a workout. And how long have you guys been partnered up?
Probably like 3 years now.
I think about 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the ultimate goal? Like, obviously, Dancing with the Stars, ballroom dancing in particular, has become very popular over the last, I'd say, few years, 10 to 15 years now with Dancing with the Stars. And, now they had a big shakeup with the change in host. First of all, I want to know, do you guys watch that show? I would imagine you do, because I'm a musician. So any kind of live music, I'm going to watch that. And what are your ultimate goals? Are you wanting to get on that show, or where you want to take this thing?
I've watched it for years. I've always been a fan.
Tom Bergeron got screwed. I really like him. He's no longer the host of that show. That guy's great.
Your thoughts, Jane?
Yeah.
And so did Wendy Williams.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. Yes.
I don't know if I could handle that kind of demand. I like to learn at my own pace, and God love those celebrities that go on there. They are, I'm sure, run through the ringer, going in as not really having much dance experience. It's taken me years to get to where I am now, and that kind of pressure I think I would crack.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, people think ballroom dancing, I mean, it might look easy to everyone, but it really isn't. You have to, be precise. Your partner has to be just to be able to do some of those moves. Your feet work has to be perfect. And
technique.
Yeah, and if they're not, and then boom, you guys could go down.
Two questions. What's the easiest routine or dance to learn, and what is your favorite?
To me, when I teach, the easiest for me to teach is the Roomba.
Okay.
It's a slower.
The Roomba.
Yeah, the Roomba, and it's also my favorite.
So it's a little vacuum that you put on the floor too.
So maybe let me say it properly. The Roomba.
There you go. Roll the R. Okay.
The Roomba. So it's a slower paced rhythm dance. And just the beats you get to play with in it is what I love. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite.
That is not my favorite.
Okay.
I like waltz. There's something really zen-like for me, and I never envisioned as like kind of more of a tomboy that I would be in a big ball gown, kind of floating across the floor.
Yes.
So it's very challenging for me, but it also it makes me work hard. But at the same time, like I don't have to think about anything. Like he leads so well that I just go and can be soft and can be light, or at least I'm trying.
No, you are.
Janie, do you ever take the reins and lead? Do you ever I'm going to run this one?
Yeah,
Louie, I'm in charge today.
She
tries?
And I stop her and I'm
so it's like two magnets. You just kind of,
I'm like,
wow.
Are you gonna let me do this, or do you want to do it?
Now, you mentioned you guys have been dancing together for I say just 3 years, because obviously that's a partnership that takes time to evolve. You know, I'm a musician, and you play with other musicians, and even though you're speaking the same language, it still takes time to gel together, whether it be a band situation or just a group of musicians together. How do you guys feel you're progressing in that sense, as far as getting your nonverbal communication together and just your rhythm and just being able to kind of finish each other's sentences, for lack of a better term?
I feel like we had that from the get-go. I don't know what it was, but we started off competing in, it's either called show dance or theatrical art. It's kind of where you pick your own song, you create your own theme. You can have any kind of costume you want, and it can be any kind of style of dance, really, or multiple styles. And I think through the creation of that first piece, we really just kind of connected that way, and it was from the get-go.
And what's funny about it is our big move of the dance is a wrestling move that I just happened to be like, we were coming up with cool lifts. And I was like, let's try this thing we do in pro wrestling. Just run at me, wrap your legs around my neck, and I'm going to spin you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And she was like, okay. Because, again, she used to do stunt work, so she doesn't have the fear.
Wow.
Actually, I have a nickname for her. It's Brave Girl.
Well, let's so since you bring that up, let's parlay this into the next interest that you guys have in pro wrestling, these alter egos, Lita LeMay and Louie 54. Tell us about that. How did this start?
He can start.
Well, so my character is like homage, I guess, to Studio 54.
Yeah,
so I'm like a ballroom dancing champion. It's the king of the dance floor, Louie 54 is my name. Okay. And of course, if I'm the king of the dance floor, I need a dancing queen. So
of course,
just, you know what I mean? The way I was like, I in my mind, I had a vision of what I wanted to do in the ring, which I wanted to, do some ballroom dancing and then incorporate that into my wrestling. And so it was, again, a perfect time, perfect match. The way everything meshed together has been perfect.
But he started wrestling before I met him.
Yeah.
And then even into our dance partnership, it wasn't until I've been managing him for about a year now.
Yeah. I've seen some of your guys' stuff in the ring. I mean, it's entertaining. I'll say that. I mean, it's just these alter egos. James, we got to do something like that. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Well, it's just funny how you guys, you guys do something kind of so gentle as ballroom dancing, and then, hey, I'm gonna throw you around a little bit. Let's go.
So do you?
Wrestling ring, it's great.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was a cool mashup of both worlds. And she takes bumps too. It's like not most girls do. Bumps are like when you take a fall or you do something in the match. But that's what's cool is that she'll take some of them. Some of the moves and. She doesn't have any
Louie, the stuff that we see, like this and the hitting with the chair. I mean, is that stuff fake? I mean, is it real? Do you have to go home and ice for hours and sit in an ice bath?
Yeah, usually, yeah. I mean, she could tell you. Usually afterwards, when we have a match like the next following week, I'm like out. I'm like, yeah, we can't dance, we can't do anything. I need a body. I could need to put some CBD oil all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the pandemic and everything that's happened, obviously over recent months, so we got about 2 minutes left with you guys here. Are there any competitions scheduled coming up?
Yeah.
Has everything kind of been pushed to 2021 now that we're starting to get into the fall? What's on the horizon?
As far as dance competitions, currently, I mean, geez, at the end of October, it'll be a year since we were able to compete.
Oh, wow.
But that same competition that we did last year right now is on the books for us, and that's over at Universal, the Hollywood Dance Sport Championship.
Okay.
So we hope to compete in that.
Yeah. Well, you said you do some stuff out here, too, in Scottsdale.
In Scottsdale, yeah, we do People's Choice Dance Sport, which is run by a really cool guy, Forrest Band.
Okay.
And, we hope to come back there next year as well, too.
Great.
And besides that, we've just been doing live stream matches on our over in Barstow at Destination 6.
All right.
So you guys, if you want to watch our stuff, you can go on our YouTube channel. It's at Janie and Louie. Janie and Louie, the way it's just spell it out. That's how it is.
Okay. Janie and Louie.
Yep.
Awesome.
And you can watch our matches there. You can watch some of our ballroom dancing stuff there. We do mesh up of videos and things. And
we're in a really cool storyline right now with Destination 6 with the streaming. So you can kind of follow the story over the next month or two, and it started about a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on with us. We really appreciate your time this morning and learning a lot more about what you guys are up to. And we look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Wow, some new friends that specialize in dance and wrestling. See, James, we cover everything. We cover every sport.
We literally do, Vince.
We cover every sport. Thank you so much,
Thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Janie and Louie, guys, get online and tune in. YouTube, Twitter, it's amazing. Great people. Love these guys. All right. And Instagram, yes, and Facebook. Thank you, you guys. All right.
Who we got coming up after the break, Vince?
Coming up after the break, we're going to jump into our JV Community Cares. Wow, we're already 3/4 of the way through our show, and we'll be joined by Ben Mosseth from BHM Productions. So good stuff. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show Saturday morning. We'll be right back with you.
Go JV. Oh, man.